Welcome, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. We have a lot of news coming out of tech. And in 2019, let's talk about WhatsApp and Facebook. In 2019, Pavel Durov, he's the entrepreneur who did Telegram, the messaging app Telegram, a secure messaging app, fantastic messaging app. He did an interview and he talked about WhatsApp and he talked about surveillance and security. Now, Pavel Durov also did VKontakte, which was a very popular, probably the most popular social network in Russia. Still is very popular. Also, a very good app. These guys, Pavel Durov, and I believe his brother works alongside with him. These guys understand how to build technology. They understand how to build social apps. But so they did Telegram, and they created an absolutely fantastic secure messaging app. I recommend it to everybody, and we use it at the Duran as well. So jump to our Telegram channel, subscribe to it, and you'll get updates on all the stuff that we do. And Pavel Durov was talking about WhatsApp, and this is in 2019, and he said that WhatsApp is a Trojan horse, exploited to snoop on millions of users naive enough to believe that the Facebook-owned messenger differs from its parent company, long beset by privacy scandals. So that was Telegram founder Pavel Durov. He also said in a lengthy post on Telegram on his channel, he said, regardless of the underlying intentions of WhatsApp's parent company, the advice for their end users is the same. Unless you are cool with all your photos and messages becoming public one day, you should delete WhatsApp from your phone. And so, WhatsApp rolled out after Messenger came out, and it had, end-to-end encryption, really high security. WhatsApp decided to do the same in order to compete with Telegram. And so they also rolled out encryption, and they started to position themselves as a more secure messaging platform. Of course, everyone knows that WhatsApp is owned by Facebook, was bought out by Facebook for $16 billion, actually. $16 billion Facebook paid for WhatsApp. Now, anyone that thought that WhatsApp was going to remain this free, secure messaging platform under Facebook's ownership is absolutely delusional. I remember when WhatsApp, when it first came out, it was actually subsidized by the users that downloaded it. In other words, every user that downloaded it, in order to activate it, you would give $1. So WhatsApp would just get $1 from every download, and that's pretty much how they subsidized their company. Facebook bought it, the whole dollar thing went away, and then Facebook did what Facebook usually does, and Facebook is very good at this, and that's the bait and switch. So they'll start out rolling out products which they claim will not infringe on your privacy or your security, and then they go back on that. So they get people hooked, right? So you get hooked, you start using it, they get an uptick in user adoption, they tie users in, and then they pull the bait and switch, and they say, you know what? We've decided that we're going to monetize you. You're going to be our product. In other words, we're going to take all your photos, all your videos, all your messages, all your location data, everything, and we are going to package it up and sell it to companies. The kicker is that Facebook packages it up with your Facebook profile as well and your Instagram. So they take all this information about you because it's all being connected, and they give it to their advertisers, and you know who else they give it to as well. I don't need to say the 3-letter words that they also share that information with. Also keep in mind that Facebook tracks your web browsing when you're not even on Facebook. So when you leave Facebook, Facebook continues to track your web browsing. And of course, that also gets tied up into this you are the customer package. So anyway, guys, Pavel Durov warned everybody. And sure enough, Durov was 100% right. Facebook has pulled the bait and switch on WhatsApp users. From RT, the title reads, Facebook forces WhatsApp users to share their personal data or get off the platform. The bait and switch, guys, the bait and switch. WhatsApp users must share their personal data with parent company Facebook going forward. The app's new privacy policy has declared, flying in the face of everything that attracted privacy-oriented users to the platform. Facebook's bait and switch, this is how RT frames it, Facebook's bait and switch will see WhatsApp sharing private information that goes significantly beyond names and profile pictures with Facebook and other subsidiaries. Phone numbers, address books, status updates, and even detailed data on the type of phone they're using will be fed to the Facebook hive mind. So this is the new policy that they're rolling out. It's going to take effect on February the 8th. The changes were quietly posted on the app's website on Monday. Now, a lot of people may watch this video and say, okay, well, Alex, you're reading this from RT, a Russian site. Of course, Telegram, Pavel, Durov, they're Russians. So, maybe you're being a little biased here. Well, Telegram is a great app. Pavel Durov is a fantastic developer. But he called this, and the facts are the facts. These are their terms. And this is what Facebook has quietly announced, so it doesn't really matter whatever source I get it from. You guys can go all over the net or how they sugarcoat it. The facts are the facts. Facebook is going to take your data on WhatsApp, package it with Instagram, package it with Facebook, package it with the other web surfing that you're doing outside of Facebook, and they're going to monetize that data and share that data. Period. So your messages on Facebook, consider them on WhatsApp, consider it just public. And the whole end-to-end encryption stuff that they write on WhatsApp, no, bait and switch, guys. Bait and switch. So Turkey, love or hate Erdogan. I'm not a fan of Erdogan. Me being Cypriot, Greek, obviously, I'm not a fan of Erdogan. But got to give credit where credit is due. Erdogan's press office ditches WhatsApp as Ankara urges Turks to use domestic apps in fight against digital fascism. The media office of Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan is reportedly shutting down its WhatsApp groups over privacy concerns. The move comes after Ankara called for a nationwide boycott of the Facebook-owned messaging app. Starting on Monday, the office is switching over to encrypted messaging app BIP, which is developed by Turkish firm Turkcell. Bloomberg reported, citing internal messages posted to the WhatsApp groups. So the decision comes amid growing tension with Facebook's terms. It says it right here on February 8th. So Facebook is now, Turkey got wind of Facebook's terms and they said, you know what? We're getting rid of WhatsApp. That's it. It's gone. So credit where credit is due. Other countries, other governments should take note. This is, crystal clear, guys. It's crystal clear. You can't use WhatsApp, period. Unless, of course, you don't care about your stuff being shared out, which is fine. Many people may not care. I myself, I'm pulling out of the app. Once again, Telegram is fantastic. And I say Telegram's fantastic because now I'm going to talk about Signal in another, I'll mention Signal in another video I do. But Jack Dorsey was mocking Parler with this tweet. And originally the tweet was the top of the charts for the app stores, and Parler was number 1 and Signal was number 2. And then because Jack Dorsey and his big tech cartel removed Parler from the app stores, Signal became the number 1 app, and then Jack Dorsey tweeted this, a heart with Signal there. Now, Signal is also a private messaging application. Elon Musk endorsed it. Jack Dorsey is a big endorser of Signal, and Signal is getting a lot of downloads. Obviously, when Elon Musk endorses something, people take notice and they start downloading it. So Signal, from what I understand, I haven't downloaded it, nor do I plan to. From what I understand, is going to be competing with Telegram as a secure messaging platform. Now, I don't have anything against Signal. I don't know who they are, but obviously they're getting a lot of support for the Silicon Valley oligarchs. To me, that's a red flag right away. That's a red flag right away. I don't need any more bait and switches either. I don't need to use a private messaging app and then have these Silicon Valley oligarchs 2-3 years down the line say, you know what? we've got all your data and we're going to start packaging it and selling it and sharing it with, these 3-letter institutions as well. And that's that. So I don't need it anymore. Jack Dorsey endorses it. Edward Snowden actually endorses it too. Okay. So he endorses it. He says, I use Signal every day, but I don't care. When I see this on Signal's website, this is Signal's website, by the way. When I see this photo of Jack Dorsey, CEO of Twitter and Square, he says, I trust Signal because it's well built, but more importantly, because of how it's built. Open source, peer reviewed, and funded entirely by grants and donations. A refreshing model for how critical services should be built. This is a red flag, guys. For me, my own personal opinion, when I see this type of support and this type of endorsement coming out of the Silicon Valley oligarchs, I say, hell no. Hell no. No way. Not me. So anyway, I'm going to get into in another video. We'll talk a little bit more about Signal and how Jack Dorsey was trolling Parler. Real big man after he got his big tech buddies to squash the competition because Twitter is absolutely sinking. But so he decided to gloat about how Jeff Bezos decided to step up for Jack and remove Parler. But they're promoting Signal, and no way. Anyway, guys, that's the video. Duran shop, pick up some merch, help out this channel. We are, of course, in the crossfire as well because we take a free speech position and free competition now. It's not even free speech anymore. Free competition, equal playing field. Was that not what we were promised? Was that not what we were promised? Is that not the American way? Is that not what America is completely built on? Freedom of competition, freedom of speech. May the best man win. That's America, but obviously not the America of 2021, unfortunately. All right, guys, that's the video. Take care.